Alright. I'm finally here after fucking around too much. Tried getting this. Of course, nothing ever with these darn things is ever any good. I literally just get on my computer, try to get on the internet, and everything explodes. So I apologize for the weird start there. Uh, um, so yeah, internet's kind of being a piece of crap today. So I actually am recording this stream as well as streaming it. Uh, so if it goes to crap later, I'll upload it to YouTube, and we'll go from there. So, but hopefully, we won't have too many problems. Hopefully this will be good. This will be good. So, all right. So today this is gonna be kind of a weird stream. I'm kind of throwing this together kind of last minute, which is kind of probably sounds like it. Honestly, it is. I'm gonna be taking a look at Windows 7 Beta. Now, probably a little bit random, maybe. Well, as everything is on my channel. The reason why I'm doing this is because obviously in just a few, well, I don't know, more than a few days, but very soon, within days now, less than a month, honestly, on January 14th of 2020, Windows 7 itself will go end of life. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what this means, end of life basically means that you you can't get updates for Windows 7 anymore. Microsoft no longer supports it, so they don't obviously like I just said they don't really write updates for it or supply updates rather. On top of that, you basically just uh, because they're not updating the OS, newer versions of your programs you use will start to not work and all kinds of good stuff. I think for the most part everyone knows what end of life means, but basically just means the OS is after it's not immediately unusable, but it basically gets to the point where it is unusable. It's kind of like running Windows XP now, after it's been end of life for years now. I mean, you really can't do anything with it nowadays, so I mean, you can, but it's like you can't do anything with it your day-to-day operating system kind of thing. So, which is unfortunate, but is unfortunately the truth. So to kind of have maybe like a funeral of sorts, also maybe kind of like a celebration of Windows 7 because I really like Windows 7. It was one of those operating systems for me that was just kind of what I'm about to tell you here from day one was just this amazing freaking thing. I don't know. I just really liked it. I think many of us though liked Windows 7. I think it was one of the good releases Microsoft did instead of what they've done since then, which was Windows 8 and god awful Windows 10. So I just I don't know. I feel like my Windows 10 computer right now is gonna explode, but uh, who knows? Who knows? I will say Windows 10 is a little better nowadays. Their latest builds, 1809 and on, I'm able to get behind. Those are good builds, but everything from like Windows 10.01, or actually no, Windows 10.02 or 10.2 and on, just everything of that sucks until you get to like 1809, I guess, or like they started calling them builds. I'm not even sure how the fuck it really works, but so everything from like 1002 to like 1809 build, they started basically giving Windows 10 build like numbers now. They already did that, but they're no longer like doing the point one, point two thing. It's just a build now. So I don't exactly know when they switched over to that completely, but all I know is everything from 1809 to the current build so far is pretty good, and I don't really have any problems with it. It's just Windows 10, honestly. Just so yeah. That's that. Actually, when Windows 10 first came out, on kind of what we're gonna look at now, Windows 7 Beta. When Windows 10 first came out in beta, I actually liked that beta build. It was actually pretty good. Then Microsoft released the actual thing, and everything was crap. And so, anyways, guys, just give me 1 second here. I'm going to take one listen to my audio real quick and make sure it's not exploding. Indeed, my audio was kind of exploding, so hopefully this will sound maybe a little better. I apologize, my microphone sucks for anyone who's new to my channel. Oh, and there we go, we're dropping frames again, so that's wonderful. Oh, good, this is a good stream. Okay, so as I said, to kind of stop rambling, we're going to be taking a look at Windows 7, or Windows 7 Beta. To tell, actually, no, I'm going to save the story I have for this, and once we have this coming up here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually get you guys something on screen here. Give me 1 second. I actually have the original ISO that I first got back when Windows 7 Beta was like the latest you can get with Windows 7, right? When my dad brought it home, but that's kind of a story I kind of want to share while we're kind of looking at it. So we'll just find it real quick, and I'll do this now. But okay, all right. So let's see. This thing's kind of what's kind of funny about Windows 7 Beta. And I'll go into explaining this. It's almost as useless as Windows XP. Like in fact, it's probably more useless than Windows XP because it was a beta build. You know, it's not like an official operating system where there was ever support for it. So. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's get this bad boy on stream. Video capture device, window capture. Windows 7 Beta. Make source visible. Okay. Start it. What the fuck did I just do? I don't know what that just did. Oh, god damn it. Always good shit. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Now this is going to be a bunch of resizing hell for a little while I get this working and installed. I apologize, but that's just going to be the way this is going to be the way it be, unfortunately, for now. I don't know how else to really do this where it's going to be cooperative, so that's right. Alrighty, starting Windows. I kind of missed this animation. With Windows 7 in general, I really miss that. Oh Jesus, going like light speed. What the fuck? All right, hold on. All right, and while no, it's not. It's okay. I think we're okay now. This. Oh god. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna like I'm gonna cut this out later, actually. This is really bad. Wow. A real good stream I wanted to do here, and it's not. Internet is terrible. Okay. Alright, so let's get right into this. So here's Windows 7 Beta. It's not Windows 7 Beta at all. Well, it is, but it's the boot disk, so. Okay, so I had some internet issues here, dropping frames like hell, so hopefully I've, for now, resolved the problem. But okay, so here is Windows 7, or at least the boot disk for Windows 7 Beta. Kind of cool. Indeed, kind of cool. Fucking what the hell am I doing here? I would... Jesus, this thing... Okay, this is the way it be. So, okay, freaking hell. This is a terrible stream. So... here is the boot disk for Windows 7 Beta. In fact, if you've installed Windows 7 in the past, or really just with an official installed disk, you'll notice how this is kind of a little bit different. The background looks different. It's got this like, can I move this around? Yes, I can. It's got this whatchamacallit, like this. I can't really just like describe it. Just like this like ocean blue, like the light shimmering through the water kind of look. I guess you can kind of imagine it. And this is the exact way I first saw this. When I first ever slammed my Windows 7 Beta disk into my computer, and I saw this, I was like, nice. You know, this looks damn cool. So then I first with the animation too, the startup animation for starting Windows. Like back in the day, that was like, holy shit, that was awesome. So obviously we speak French, which is not even an option here. It's just English is all we have. So go ahead and hit next here, and I'm going to install now. We don't have anything installed in this virtual machine. It's just a basic virtual machine. It's got 3 gigs of RAM. I think it's like a 32 gig hard drive. Bullshit, but you know it's still better than what I had when I was a kid. Okay. So yeah, 32 gigs of hard drive space. We'll just create a new partition table. here we go. Let's just go ahead and do one little quick format on this thing. And obviously, that without having to really say, I mean, everyone already knows this from installing. If you've installed Windows Vista and Windows 7, you'll know that the installer for both of these OS is practically identical, with a few differences, I guess. But anyways, so I think we're going to have a few new people joining, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of recap. There's been some terrible internet issues, which I think everything's doing okay for now. I'm going to also have this stream. I might upload this to YouTube separately, as I'm recording it separately, as well as streaming it. So, but to recap, Windows 7 beta, or just Windows 7 in general. Windows 7 goes end of life just a little bit, like maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks from now, January 14th, 2020, which is coming up. Microsoft's going to pull the plug on Windows 7, which is a very, very sad day for Ben and probably a lot of different people. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate Windows 10. Well, I mean, I have hated Windows 10 a little bit, but it's doing better now. You know. So this is Windows 7 beta. If you don't know what Windows 7 beta is, again to kind of recap, beta is the installation, or not installation, it's the version of Windows, or the version of the operating system that came out before the official. So Microsoft would usually have the beta, which would be like the very first, I guess you can say, preview that majority of people would see for their next upcoming operating system. Then you have what's called, after the beta, would be called the release candidate. And the release candidate operating system would be kind of like, okay, here's the final version that is pretty much going to be where the final release is going to be, you know. And then once the final release gets here, they'll probably have like added a few different patches to it to fix bugs, but that'll be kind of the release candidate. The beta is a little bit different because it's kind of more of an idea. Windows 7 beta. In fact, it's kind of funny because I'm kind of jumping to a whole bunch of different stories here, but I actually added within Windows 7 beta, of course, because it's such an early version of the operating system that's not mainstreamed yet. There's actually a little box in there. Oh, hold on. There's a person in my chat. Hello, Carl Zero Jin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name properly. I'm sorry, but welcome to the stream. So with Windows 7 beta, you can actually see, like, they have like feedback links everywhere. You can like write Microsoft feedback, and I'll actually try that here when we have this thing installed. And a few of the things I had mentioned, and it's kind of funny because I don't remember what they were, but I remember, like, as a kid, a few things I mentioned Microsoft should do with the OS, they actually ended up doing. So parts of Windows 7 are my idea. I don't know if that's because I said it, though. There could have been like 3 other people that have said that, but, you know, it's just kind of fun how when you see something that you're like, wow, that was like my idea. But I don't know. So, well, I don't know, though. I mean, it could be like a whole coincidence and nothing really happened like that. But so, anyways, boys. So, again, like I said, we're kind of waiting for the OS to install here. So I'm kind of just telling a little bit of a story. But now that I've kind of gone over what a beta is, and I'm pretty sure most computer people know what a beta is, but I'm explaining for anyone who happens to watch this who doesn't know. So let's talk about when Ben first got the beta. So I think Windows 7, and this is kind of what makes Windows 7 for me one heck of an operating system and gives it a lot of its, I guess, makes it the big release in my head when I think of Windows, because when Windows 7 first came out, it was like a different world of computers. You didn't like nowadays. We literally download an operating system and install it over the internet half the time, right? It's crazy. That was almost unheard of back then. In fact, you pretty much never did so because no one even supported that based on bandwidth issues everyone still had. And so you literally got pretty much all of your image. You download image files and, of course, burn them to a disk, which is what my dad did. And I still do, actually, but, well, to some degree. But so it was kind of a different world back then. And to go along with that, what Windows came with and the features that Windows had versus like what it looked like and just everything about Windows was very, very important to us back then, and I think that's kind of why I dislike newer operating systems, because they kind of lack that. Like, you can look at, like, right here with Windows 7 the installer, like how it's got this glossy look that Vista kind of had, and like, this nice fun, red X button and the mouse pointer and the cool back, the aesthetic basically is what I'm getting at. As stupid as that might sound, that was kind of important to all of us back then, because I mean, that was your computer. A lot of people hardly even, there are plenty of people out there who didn't even have internet. So what they had on their computer was like what they would get when they would install their OS or any programs that came with their machine. There were people who even had internet, but it would be slow. Downloading software was a thing back then, but for a lot of people, it was still hard to do. And it wasn't just like I'm going to go download an app real quick, or something like that. That was still quite an early. There was still like it was still a very early idea with that kind of thing. So a different world, I guess, back then. I'm not sure if kids today will totally understand, but it's kind of like I've heard I've heard like young people, like people who are like 10, 11 years old, like now. I work at a school, and I've heard kids. I forget where this was the classroom where a teacher was actually talking about a DVD, and the kids were like, "What the fuck is a DVD?" I was like, "What? You can't." No, and that what really concerns me is, like, you guys go to Walmart, right? What do you think those things in the shelf are? Like, are you so consumed with like your smartphone that you don't even know what a fucking DVD is? Like, Jesus. But our software came on DVDs, man. That's how it all came back then. So, I guess kids nowadays will never know. I don't know. So, as I'm kind of rambling on here, it was a pretty different world where when Microsoft would release an operating system or a major piece of software, it was a big deal. They had there was a lot more, should I say, just a lot more pressure on Microsoft for this now than there is now. With the release of Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 10, and all the bastardization releases that come along with Windows 10, it seems like, to me at least, because of this, Microsoft has kind of stopped caring. And it's not really all their fault, though, because, I mean, this is how the world has gone. We don't really care so much about, the simple things anymore. It's just about, like, opening Google Chrome and, like, watching YouTube or Facebook or, looking at Donald Trump's Twitter or something. I don't know. So, it's like, that's kind of what everyone cares about nowadays. So, I just... So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to reboot here. This thing's about actually almost installed now. But Windows 7 beta, so when I first got Windows 7 beta, again, like I said, much different world. So it was almost like Christmas on steroids. Whenever, like, if you're like a computer geek, when you got a new, like, operating system, like the new Windows version, it's like getting your time machine and being like, damn, this is the fucking future. Like, I don't know how to explain what it felt like to get your hands on a copy of a brand new operating system that the world had not seen yet. And okay, I'm not going to recess this too much because it's kind of being poopy, but it was just this weird feeling. Nowadays there's the Windows Insider program, so you can pretty much always do this. Like, you can look at all the new versions of like Windows 10 for developers and things, and it's not nearly as exciting. Whereas back then, I mean, there was also Windows Insider, but you had to get discs, man. You had to be sent, like, it was just this, like, it's kind of like you go, I don't know how to explain this, like, in nowadays terms. Like, what is something that like, it's very rare that a kid would want that's exciting in 2019? I don't know. But it's just, there was this very big time machine feel when it came to Windows 7, or I mean, not Windows 7, but like getting new software things. You didn't really, it was just way more exciting, I guess, back then. I don't know how to more describe it than that, so. Anyways, me personally, I was like, freaking, good God, I was young whenever got, like, I'm literally using the same exact ISO that my dad had given me way back in the day to install this, that you're seeing right now. It is the same goddamn thing. I've kept it all these years because I knew I'd always love it, but, so, but gosh dang, how old was I freaking this thing? It was 2009, so, I think I was probably like, like literally 9, maybe 10 years old whenever I got freaking my hands on Windows 7 beta. So, and again, you're like a kid and you're just like, Jesus, Christmas time 3.0, man. So it's like, and it's kind of funny too, because you're also sort of in a denial. It's just like my dad brings home a copy. Like I specifically remember this day. My dad, like he worked at a computer shop back then, so he got home and he's just like, "Hey," I was sitting there like eating cereal or something at the table after school, some dumb shit like that. And my dad, like, he looks at me, he's like, "Ben, are you ready to look at the new Windows 7?" And I'm just like, and at the time, Windows Vista was the latest thing. I'm just like, I kind of was in denial. I'm like, "Big Dad, that doesn't exist. What is Windows 7? What the fuck is Windows 7?" And he's just like, "Oh, it's the new operating system from Microsoft." And I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?" Like, of course, like, again, like, the internet was the thing, but it's not like it wasn't, there weren't like all these like BuzzFeed articles or all this shit over like saying, "Oh, the upcoming thing." News spread way more like so this at a much slower pace back then. So, anyways, I remember my dad literally opening his like bag, whatever the fuck he had back then, giving me an actual disc of this. Like, it wasn't like an official Microsoft disc. It was, he burned this disc at work from like an ISO they downloaded. And I remember just not even finishing my fucking cereal, running straight the fuck upstairs and just slapping this thing in my computer. And back then, I didn't really care about like my computer in general, so I just like wiped my entire hard drive and just installed Windows 7 over it. And I was just like, I don't give a shit for Windows Vista or any of my shit. I just give me this brand spanking new fucking Windows. And when I first saw this starting Windows thing, like this, especially like the setup as preparing your computer for first use, these animations were like, it's kind of like a tease. And like as soon as I saw the Windows 7 desktop, it was like an orgasm. That was that is like the closest thing I can tell you. It was just like, because Windows Vista had some really, really, really nice glossy look too to it. Of course, that's where Windows 7 gets it from. But Windows 7 had that more official look to it, and it also had like these cool new startup, like the starting Windows thing. And it was just awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and type my actual name in here, Benjamin. You guys know me, Benjamin PC. And it was Benjamin Beta dash Beta. How about that? Win 7 Beta, just dash Beta, I guess. Beat. All right. How's that look? Can I do that? I don't really want a password. We don't need a password. Here's the funny thing, and you might ask, it's asking for a product key. What the fuck? So you could actually buy it back in the day. You could actually buy a product key for Windows 7 Beta. I'm not exactly sure how much it cost again, but it was like a decent amount of money, and it only activated Windows for a month. And the stupid thing about this is that, and Microsoft even took shit for it because, well, the evaluation is 30 days. So it's like, what's the point? I guess I'll just use my evaluation up and add an extra month onto it. I guess, like, I don't know, man. But we're just gonna unactivate Windows. I guess we don't really need Windows activated anyway. It's fucking Windows 7 Beta. But I don't plan to stream for 30 whole days straight, so I think we'll be good. But that would be actually terrible. But protect Windows. I'm not gonna do any updates, obviously. I wonder, honestly, would Windows 7 no, I don't think it could. I don't think you could update Windows 7 Beta, like the latest version. I don't think so. This is it doesn't work like that. So Central Time, that's where I am in Missouri. So yep. All right. It is 9:28 in the evening. My home network, man. Do public network. All right. So Windows 7 Ultimate. Oh Jesus. I didn't know it actually was Ultimate. I didn't know like this is Ultimate. I somehow I did not or don't remember that being Ultimate. I guess, I mean, all my activation has expired. Can I just like skip this? Okay. Yes, I can. I think. Yes, I can. It's logging in, boys. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Windows 7 Beta. Send feedback. A little beta fish. I love that thing. It looks so cool back then too. Now, for some reason, my mouse is kind of like the default Windows mouse. So I'm gonna. It's not a. I can't use my personal. Oh no. I think we've. I'm not sure if this is gonna work too well. I wonder if I should set the date in this virtual machine back like a million years, like back. But I don't think this is gonna work too well. Actually, I don't know. I can't. Can I just properties? Okay. This copy of Windows is not, so I can't, okay, so 30-day eval is not even going to work because like the date is like a million years ago in the future. So let me just see if I can't fuck with this a little bit. Change date and time. The year is 2030. There we go. 1990. That's what I wanted. Okay, good. 2008. There we go. Let's just do like March of 2008. I wonder if that'll work. Okay. Now, can I just reboot this thing and will it be good boy after that, or is this gonna break? I don't think it's gonna work actually, but we'll just try it. Restart. God, the graphics. I can like see like the little. I should almost have like installed Windows 7, the real Windows 7, or like the official one alongside this, and just been like, here's the comparison, but because there are differences between the beta and the official release, but. I don't know. We'll see if I can't kind of make this make any sense. Starting Windows. So, when I was a kid, when I first saw that, like I've already said this, that Windows starting Windows thing, that was just like, I've never seen that. You'd never seen that yet. Like, there wasn't something as cool looking as that, and like when you didn't, if you hadn't seen the desktop yet, okay. I don't think this is gonna work at all. Can I just activate now? I do have a key cracker for this. So bad for a second. I gotta fix it. No, I need to fix the resolution. Damn it! Screen resolution. Can I do 1152 by this? Okay, good. Keep changes. I'm gonna go to my OBS here and move this around so you guys don't see a total piece of shit. Windows 7 beta, okay, fucking hell. Alright, just give me 1 second here. We're gonna make this look good. Not really. Fucking. I hate OBS's grabbing system. It actually sucks. Because it wants me to grab. It wants to grab my background, which is behind something else. Shouldn't even be clickable, but that's a thing. So. All right. Oh, I want the background though. Can I get the sample? Oh, geez, these are different sample pictures. Wow, holy shit. Okay, we're personalized. I really want to just change my background back to the beta fish, but I guess that's not going to happen. So, shit. I should not have connected this thing to the internet. It's on the internet right now, and that was a bad idea. I kind of wanted it to be connected though, because I mean, I wanted to send shit back to Microsoft for this feedback thing. So, but yeah, so this thing is actually talking to Microsoft right now, and Microsoft is like, "No, dude, you're a fucking classic. You're not allowed," you know. But set up Windows Update. No, I'm not doing that at all, dude. I don't want frickin' to go from beta. I love Windows 7 beta. I'm never gonna change my operating system ever. So. It does look like this is also a 32-bit operating system. It's not 64-bit. The virtual machine is a 64-bit VM, but this is not a 64-bit OS. Yeah, it's the 32-bit operating system. All right. So, and actually, this is for this reason. I have this 32-bit for a reason. So, back in my day, all right, and this is where the kids nowadays are gonna like laugh their asses off at me because my dad gave me Windows 7 beta. He had to give me 32-bit Windows 7 beta, and the reason why was because I had this older motherboard. It was kind of weird because like I had this really, it was kind of a nice motherboard. I don't remember what this freaking thing was. It was some kind of AMD, like Sempron or something, but it was a 32-bit only board. It wasn't 64-bit. Now, I digress. This thing had 2 gigs of RAM in it. All right, you know, you could put 2 gigs in there, and that's what I had. Back then, 2 gigs of memory was just a fuck ton. Nowadays, you guys are like, you can't even use, you can't. It's like, it's pretty much unusable now. But, you know, back in my day, that was, that was awesome. That was a lot of RAM. So, Internet Explorer. I'm gonna see if I can't. Okay, this is IE8, and it's gonna probably not even work. But well, we can use MSN. Can I just search for the window? I really want to make this right. So, Windows 7 beta fish background. There's is beta background. Okay. I've got to have that. Oh, fuck, this is really bad. Windows 7 beta on the modern internet. I don't want to turn this on at all. Can I just not even do this? Okay, good. No, I don't want any of this. Windows 7 beta. Okay, yeah, I suppose. Okay, here we go. That's a little better. I want this window, and I want to find the background. I guess this is the right I don't know if this is the right background, but I'm gonna get this anyway, so I can have that goddamn background. Well, it's lagging. It's not this. It's not the stream. This is the actual VM that is lagging here. Holy crap. Damn. Well, Bing is a wonderful thing to use. This is the right one. Yes, Reddit.com. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think so, my friend. But I'm from 2008, so this is really not going to work too well. But with my certificate, not to mention Internet Explorer 8 is what we're using. Okay. Yes, can we say that's my background? How bad is it going to look if I do that? Yes. Oh well, that's not. That's not what I want to do. Wallpaper Safari. I can't even look at this. I wonder, can I get? I guess it's not gonna matter if I fucking set this damn thing up. Okay, just do current fucking date. God damn it. Like I kind of said, this is going to be a little bit technical of the stream. There's probably going to be some weird issues with this because we're running extremely outdated software on, the modern world. So I apologize if this looks a little bit stinky. It's going to be that way. Okay, here we go. So, come on now. Come on. I like how we're calling Windows 7 extremely outdated at this point. It's like, goddamn. Alright. I'm just trying to get a freaking picture. This is literally ridiculous. Okay, so now we're gonna go download. This is turning into a Windows destruction stream already, but Bing.com. Bing is still usable with fucking IE8. Google is actually not. Oh, yeah. So this thing's on the internet, right? It has all internet. It has total internet access. But if we go to Google.com, it's not gonna work. I guarantee you. If it starts working, I'm gonna fucking vomit because this should not work. Well, it's not going to work. I typed the freaking URL wrong. Hold on. Google doesn't allow for old browsers like this anymore. .com. Oh, they added support back for. Oh. Well, why did they take? Okay, well, fine, whatever. Okay, so Windows. In fact, you know what? Let me just do, just for the hell of it. Let's just get. Let's get. God damn it! Was it Dark? No, it's Dark Moon. Not Dark Moon. Fuck, what's the name of that browser? You know what? No, instead of that, SeaMonkey. SeaMonkey. Very lightweight, shitty browser for everything shitty. I like how Google is in mobile mode for IE Internet Explorer 8. That is hilarious. It is a smartphone now. That's what Windows 7 beta is. All right, I would like to get on SeaMonkey, please. Can I please? Okay, thank God. Can I download this? Downloads and releases. All right, download now. Oh my God, we might actually get this. I'm not sure if SeaMonkey is going to work with Windows 7 beta, but we're about to find out because I'd like to have maybe a decent browser to use. It works with Windows XP, so. But again, keep in mind, just because this is Windows 7 versus like something like Windows XP, this is an unofficial build. So just because it's Windows 7 does not mean it's still going to work. It's like a Windows 7 beta. It's actually even older than Windows 7 itself. So. All right, let's see. I think it is working though. I think SeaMonkey is even as good as to work as on shitty Windows builds that don't even work. Okay. All right. I mean, it is truly Windows. Oh, nope, exactly. Cannot be 64-bit. Shit. Did I get the 64-bit version? I thought I got 32-bit. Well, maybe I didn't get anything. Hold on. I didn't know. IE, just you know what? Fine. Everything is default. Express settings give me all the garbage that IE comes with and make my life wonderfully miserable. Okay. You're gonna explore. God, this is fucking. This is what I. It's kind of actually. I can't really totally say that because back in my day, we didn't have Firefox. Well, we did, but. The thing is, you didn't really use that. Like, a lot of people still use Internet Explorer just because it's what they had, man. They didn't have, like... Well, they probably did have, like, access to Firefox, but it was just a different world. Things were just way more simple, you know? People did use Firefox, unless you were me. I still used IE when I was, like, 10 years old because I didn't really care yet enough for that kind of shit, but then I'm like, okay, Firefox, then Chrome, and then that's what I'm using now. So CMonkey... Which I believe CMonkey is actually a version of Firefox. Do you want to turn on autocomplete? Yes, I do. Can I get the 32-bit version? Oh, okay, yep, that's what I'm doing wrong. I need the Windows x86 version. Okay. Alright, this might be better. Delete this thing. And we're going to get the new... Yes, replace it, I guess. The new and improved. Or... 32-bit version, so we're going to get 32-bit operating system, so we have to have the correct version. Oh, that was... Play both sounds at once. That was grand. Okay. Empty the recycle bin, my friends. .installer. What the fuck? Please work. Please work. Please, for the love of God, CMonkey. Where is it extracting this to, by the way? I almost wonder if I'm going to have to find where it's extracting this to and delete the... Yeah, see, it's still trying to use the 64-bit version. This is the 32-bit, I believe. So I'm going to try to find out where it's extracting this to. I'm not going to find that out. Oh, god damn it. Users... I don't think it's going to... I don't know, fuck. Okay. Let me try. Let me try this one more time. God damn it. Okay, fuck. I'm sorry. This is taking a million years to even do anything, but at least have the page still pulled up. Oh, here we go. English, United, English. Okay, here. This is probably easier. x86. Damn. Okay, finally. Okay, please. Again, it might simply not work, like at all because of the build we're using, but come on, maybe. Problem with this is it doesn't show where it's extracting to. It just extracts to some unknown folder. So I guess it's just the RAM? So I don't know if like it's like extracting and then running a script towards the wrong file, like from when I first tried x64. Wait. Oh, we're getting farther now. We're getting farther, boys. Okay, here we go. I think we just have the good file now. All right. Standard install. Give me CMonkey. Please. A wonderful name for a browser. Here we go, CMonkey. That came with Windows 7 back in the day, so, you know. It really came with the OS. I did not install that just now, you know. Alright, here we go. I don't want the fucking email. I don't want any of that shit. Know my rights, huh? Nope, I don't know my rights. I don't know what my freaking rights are, man. Okay, seriously, all I want to do out of all of this is download a fucking background, because the computer, like, Windows broke the background, the default one. I wasn't even going to go as far as installing anything on this, but Windows 7 beta wallpaper. Here we go. Okay, damn, finally. Let's see here, images from some wallpaper. That's the downloading things on the internet is kind of painful. Let's try this one. Okay, view image. Can I just view this fucking image? God damn it. Alright. Save file, I suppose. JPEG image. Okay, thank God. Just give me the frickin' thing finally. Takes a million years to get anything done on this. Streams, man. Pictures. Downloads. Rename. Just background. There we go. For all these, that takes so much work, man. Okay, now, for the love of God. Oh. It only took us 100 years to get Windows 7 working, but we finally have it, you know. All right. Well, successful we are. So, I don't know. All right. So let's stop fucking around here. This is what Windows 7, other than the Sea Monkey icon here that I've gladly added. This is what Windows 7 beta looked like to me when I first saw it. And obviously, you see a big beta fish here, kind of swimming in the ocean. That's Microsoft's haha joke to like, hey, it's a beta operating system. So, you know, code name fish. What was Windows 7's code name actually? I don't fucking remember. I think it was I actually don't remember what Windows 7's code. Did Windows 7 even have? I think Microsoft, they still use do code names, right? Because Windows 7 was, because XP was Whistler, and Vista was Longhorn. So what is in fact, again, Longhorn was supposed to be an operating system by itself, but Windows 7 code name. No, not code 43. Please, anything. Blackcomb. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, they did have one. It's Blackcomb, I guess. I fucking okay, great. How about Windows 10? Is it, Windows 10 should just be shit. That's just it, that's its code name. It does. They don't have. It doesn't have a code name. But Windows 8. No, not Windows 18. Windows 18. Please no. Not Windows 18. Just Windows 8. Windows 8 code name. Yep, Windows 8 code name. It didn't even have a code name. So basically, oh no, it did. It did. It had this Midori, I guess. Fuck, I don't know how to pronounce these words. Idiot. Okay. I'm guessing that's what that had. So, you know, it is kind of. I guess if you think about it, SeaMonkey is not an official browser for Windows at all, but we're using SeaMonkey in a sense of like, I mean, it's a sea monkey and it's Windows 7 under the ocean kind of theme we have here for this. So it sort of fits, I guess, but I don't know. Okay, so yeah. So the first thing I want to point out with Windows 7 beta is that it pretty much looks identical to what you would see with the final release of Windows 7. There's not really, they didn't make too many differences here. In fact, when it came to Windows 8 or Windows 10, the release candidates or even the betas for those operating systems looked pretty different from the releases that Microsoft finally gave to the public. Versus Windows 7 stayed quite the same. What they had in beta was pretty much they were going to use in the long run. And, I mean, all really this is, Windows 7 beta, is just an early version, literally an early version of what you see today, Windows 7. So there aren't very many differences with Windows 7 versus Windows 7 beta versus the final release. So the first thing I see here is that it's kind of funny how the really only difference is the graphical glitches, or at least the, should I say, like the older earlier adoption of the graphics here. So they have the start. You may be a victim of software counterfeiting. Well, that's fine. It's not activated. Don't worry about it. We're gonna delete this OS after we're done. It's okay. Just calm down, Microsoft. I can't buy a Windows key anymore anyway for this damn thing. So fuck off. Okay. Anyways, software counterfeiting. You know, I love that message so much. They're coming after me on stream here, but so anyways, the start button here is first thing I want to kind of go over. You can I don't know if anyone who uses Windows 7, of course the start button, it kind of like lights up in that little with the little Windows flag when you move the mouse over it. As it does the same thing here with Windows 7 beta, it's got like this. The animation is a little bit. I wouldn't say crusty, just a little more like unfinished and not as sleek as the final release was. And that's kind of the first thing I would kind of say. I know that's kind of like a small thing, but again, it's one of those graphical things that you kind of see off the bat. If you're kind of like someone like me and pays attention to that kind of bullshit. But for the most part, though, the menu for Windows 7 looks pretty much the same as it did in the final release, the start menu anyway. Really no differences here. The one thing I will notice, again, it's another little graphical thing, it's all it really is the shutdown button here, which is unique to Windows 7. The menu here, the animation is just barely unfinished, but this little menu here, you can kind of see how the animation work is still a little bit on the crusty side, where it would be a little bit nicely tuned by the time you got it when you were buying Windows 7 off the shelf, from Target or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's really the things that stick out to me the most at first. And obviously, the Betafish theme was not anything official with Windows 7. This was only unique to the Beta operating system, and you could put this background, of course, on anything if you really wanted to. You can find it all over the place, but the Windows 7 Betafish was obviously this theme was only available with Windows 7 Beta for the time being. So kind of early release Easter egg kind of shit, but. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the user photos again because I don't remember if there was any differences with this. I don't think so. Change the picture. Oh, this is interesting. This is very no. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm full of shit. So somehow I thought these pictures were from for Windows XP, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but no, they're not. These are actually the same Windows 7 pictures, or at least the default account pictures that came with Windows 7. So, the one thing that I did notice when we're kind of fucking around with the background at first was in the pictures folder. Of course, Windows always comes, or at least it used to come with some default media, like default songs, default sample pictures, and things like that. So when you first got your new Windows installation, you had something to kind of play with at first. The sample pictures here, these were not included. These are actually exclusive to Windows 7 Beta. You'll only, in fact, I probably should save these somewhere else because you can't get these. These do not come with the final release of Windows 7. Again, this is kind of little shit probably to other people, but it's this kind of stuff that we all loved back in the day. So. Butterfly, so these are kind of cool. And this honestly too, interestingly enough, the Windows Photo Viewer is actually straight out of, like I said, exclusive to Windows 7 Beta. They had different sample pictures by the time the release came out, so that's kind of cool actually. I like this waterfall. I do remember this waterfall one. Whenever I first tried this OS out, I kind of liked it. And you can actually install, or Windows 7 Beta did support Aereo graphics. So like with Windows and your taskbar, being that sleek, glossy glass look, I can try to get that working here in this VM. No fucking promises at all, especially since we really can't access these settings properly because Windows is not activated. But yeah, for some reason I can't access the personalized. It's just you have to update your yeah. In fact, even if we did activate this, I don't think it's gonna work because it's asking us to go to Windows Anytime Upgrade. So I don't think we're gonna get that to work at all. But maybe if I Googled PowerShell script to enable Windows 7 into developer mode or some shit. I don't know. Let's see. Do we even have PowerShell on this thing? It's a good question. Where the fuck does where's PowerShell located in Windows? I don't think it's here actually. Administrative tools. I know PowerShell came with No, it did not come with Windows 7. Oh no, I'm lying. It did with Windows 7. I think Service Pack 1. Let's see. I don't think it's installed with. And it makes sense to not include it with Beta. I don't think they probably would have included that. PowerShell for Windows 7 Beta Edition. Makes no fucking sense, but so we have no sample music. We also have this wonderful message yet again that I'm probably a victim of software counterfeiting, which is great because let's see here, pictures and videos, no sample videos. So these are actually empty folders here. The samples don't have anything populated in them. No sample music in Windows 7 Beta yet. That came with the final release. Documents, nothing in there. Libraries. Now I believe libraries, it's sort of an important feature to kind of go over because libraries were introduced with Windows 7. So if you were like Ben, a 10-year-old Ben, and you were looking at this for the first time, you're like, damn, these new libraries, that's a new feature. So, yeah, that was kind of, so that's kind of the very first time you would have actually seen Windows libraries. Which, if you're unfamiliar with Windows libraries, it's basically just a feature for, instead of having actual folders in your computer, like a pictures folder or a music folder or whatever you want with this, all these files are still located within folders, but you're looking at them from a library and within Windows Explorer. So you can actually include multiple folders full of media in one big library in Windows Explorer, which is kind of a cool feature. You still have that now with Windows 10, in fact. They're not really necessarily called libraries anymore, but it's still kind of a slimmed down feature of that. So, all right. I don't know what else to really show within Windows Explorer. Let's see here, sticky notes. Sticky notes was actually a new feature. Uh, so there was a little tiny program. I believe it's actually, yeah, in fact, it was an official Windows 7 thing. But sticky, is it going to work? Sticky notes? Oh, I don't think it's going to work. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Come on, really? No, give me some goddamn sticky notes. I never ever use these things, but I'm going to use them now. Sticky notes. It doesn't fucking work. Oh, great. What if, like, you try to, like, run sticky notes, and it's just like, oh, you have to activate Windows for that. Oh, God. Calculator looks the same as it did in Windows Vista. I think... Actually, no, I'm wrong. So the calculator does look slightly different in Windows 7 versus Windows Vista. It had, like, I think they just kind of had these standard little area buttons, and with the Windows Vista edition versus the calculator for Windows 7 has these damn cool glowing orange. Like, this is like futuristic technology to us. When I was a kid, we're like, Jesus, look at these fucking buttons. Goddamn. Holy shit, man. It looks so cool. My computer can't even handle these buttons on this calculator. Not lying. I think actually, what really is kind of funny is that this is Windows. I'm looking at this with the without the area effects for Windows 7. Well, my computer back then didn't have. It did have support for that, but I had to have proper drivers to give it that support, of course. And so I didn't have that for Windows 7 beta. It just didn't work. It was just like, oh no, you can't use Aereo on my stupid ass. But I will try to use Windows Media Center here to see how different it is. I can't do that. Can't do that. Oh, it's prevented by my system administrator. That's really weird, but sure, I guess not. I'll try that one more time. Just yeah, exactly. Okay. Unfortunately, we cannot take a look at what. In fact, I don't think Windows 7 Media Center works too well, if at all, within VirtualBox anyway. So it actually did come with a few of its own little things. Windows DVD Maker. We'll take a look at that. Can't start Windows DVD Maker. We need better graphics drivers. Wonderful. I love it. I might have to install some. I'll see if Windows. Actually, I believe. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and install guest editions here for VirtualBox and see if I can get some damn good video drivers installed in this so I could make this work possibly a little better than it is. No promises, but I'll try my best here. So if I do remember correctly, we have to do this from safe mode because that's how you play Windows. Someone just sent me a voice message on Facebook. What the fuck, people? I'm streaming, man. I don't do that. All right, let's see. Drive D. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to boot into safe mode to run this properly. So let's see here. MS config. Boot. Safe boot with networking. Okay. We're going to install Windows drivers real quick, and we're going to see if we can't make this look good. While it's rebooting, I'm going to... No, actually, no, I'm not going to fix that because it's going to blow up my face here, but here we go, boys. Safe boot. Should I play that voice message on stream? Based on who sent me this, I'm not going to play it on stream. If it was like Michael or Kyle, I would honestly play their fucking anything of theirs. It'd be like their dad is dying. I'd be like, you know what? That's funny. You guys sent me a fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Okay. No, I don't want Linux Mint. Holy shit. Minimize that. No, fuck. Minimize this. All right. Close all of this shit out. Make this a little nicer looking, maybe. And this is safe mode. Okay, yeah, we're taking an exclusive look at safe mode in Windows 7 beta. I don't think it's really going to be any real different. Can I go to personalization from here? I swear if I can. It'd be funny if I could. Oh, it's taking its sweet fucking time to load, so I'm not totally sure. Oh no, it's Windows Explorer stopped working, so I guess that answers that question. In fact, holy shit. Oh wow, Windows destruction without me even trying. Holy shit. Okay. Don't break it too much. It's Windows. It's beta software, man. I don't know if this is not about Windows 7 beta, but when Windows 8 beta was coming out, Microsoft actually did a. They didn't call it beta; they called it technical preview, and this is when they were starting to go towards down that road. You know, the shit road that they did with Windows 8 and on. But when Microsoft was releasing Windows 8, they had this. They're doing like this Apple, kind of like what Apple does our keynotes. Like, here's our new thing, you know. Microsoft tried that with the new Windows 8 OS they had. Well, it kept crashing on them and this so early because this OS is broken. And I'm just like, you guys are debuting this as like the brand new thing that everyone's gonna love, and it's just this unusable piece of shit. Like, how? I mean, I get his excuse was it's beta software. Like, okay, yes, but no one cares. Like, you know, make it. It's like, don't try showing the general public like this is the greatest thing ever, and then saying it's beta software. That just sucks, dude. So let's see here, pictures, downloads. Fuck, was I doing here? Oh, I gotta go into keep my focus here. Oh, that's not what the fuck. Hold on. Let's see here. But the guest session's in there. I need to install my thing. Here we go. Okay, cool. All right, let's try this. I want to use Direct3D support. Do not want to use basic. I want to use the good shit. All right, the good shit. All right. Yes, always trust. Install. There we go. Windows 7 beta is really getting. It's getting really upgraded now. I'm not fucking around anymore. This is gonna be like Windows 7 beta 2 at this point. You know, it's again another funny story about Microsoft betas is I think Windows 7 beta was like the only good one. No, Windows 7 and Windows 10 beta were the two like really good ones. Windows Vista beta was terrible. I might look at Windows Vista beta in a future stream if I can, because the first beta ISO doesn't work. It's not bootable. Microsoft released bad software. No one could get it working. Not even Microsoft. Microsoft themselves said, yeah, that one doesn't work. So they released a beta 2, literally what they called that. And it was just them basically with an updated version of beta 1 that booted. Even then, though, it didn't work too well. It was the writing was kind of on the wall of Vista with that, I think, so. So, you know. Alright, here we go, boys. Let's see if we can't get Windows 7 to look good. Starting Windows. Alright, here we go. To this day, I love that starting Windows animation. In fact, I kind of got used to it, of course, because I used to see it all the time when Windows 7 was the mainstream, but like now that Windows 10 is the mainstream, when you see like the new starting Windows thing on Windows 7, it's like, oh man, it's just, I love it. So, okay. No, Microsoft, I cannot, my mouse does not work. What? Why does my mouse not work? Oh no. Oh god. We might have really done a really good thing here. Let's reset this and try one more time. This is just, okay, poor Windows 7 beta, man. This is not the kind of stream I wanted to do for this. Let's break it. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. Blue screen. Okay, I don't want to start a repair. No, I want to use Windows, man. I want my computer to work again. I only had it for 10 minutes. Oh, okay, here we go. Maybe. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. I can't... Okay, well, hold on. Just give me a second, damn it. Let it boot for a second. Damn it. Fucking Windows. Okay, I can't. The mouse is not. I can't control the mouse within the system. Mouse integration, boys. Nope. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. No, I don't want to get capture, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to uninstall. Oh my god. Okay. Don't. No worries. No worries. No worries. All right. Listen. So this answers our question. Can we get better drivers? Absolutely not. Not gonna happen. F8, please. Thank God. All right. Safe mode networking. All right. Let's just go into safe mode once more and uninstall what we've done. Oh God, no. Please tell me this is not gonna fuck. Oh no, 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 no. Please, please. Anything but this. Are you telling me that I've literally hosed my entire operating system right here? Oh, fuck. I'm trying to fix it. Fix it. I just want to reset this. There we go. Safe mode. Not just straight up safe mode, man. No networking, nothing. Just fucking safe mode. Please. Oh god, no. Okay, let's just try startup repair and see if that does anything. Guys, we're going to take a look at startup repair in Windows 7 beta. No, we're not. Oh god. Okay, fine. Let's just try this one. Let's just try this. See what it does. We might get lucky. Might not blue screen. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Well, start to repair. You're our last hope. Oh, I still cannot capture the mouse, by the way. We'll see if what if startup repair like actually fixes the drivers and just says, "All right, yeah, we've got it working for you. Even area works now." That'd be fucking amazing, dude. Attempting repairs. Here we go. I remember startup repair with Windows 7. You know, in fact, we'll bring this into the stream. Startup repair. Startup repair was actually a new feature, I think, with Windows 7. It was, and for this reason, like if you hosed your OS enough to where it was just being a big old piece of shit and wasn't working at all, you could use startup repair. And what this really did was basically, just as it sounds, if your computer wasn't starting up, it was kind of like a safe boot, even beyond safe mode. It was even better than safe mode. Basically, a very basic, separate boot, I think, sector inside Windows somewhere. If you host your OS, this would still work, and it would try to repair your operating system. Startup repair, right now it's attempting repairs. It worked decently. Okay, it was kind of hit or miss with me. I mean, I think that's kind of already kind of to be assumed, but typically with like Microsoft automatic repair programs, they like never work. In fact, like I honestly never trust Microsoft's like automatic repair tools. They're just bad. But including Windows 7, where like, oh, you know, your network driver is not loading right. Should I look into this, you know, for you? And like, it might do work, fix it, but it might not. So, I will, of course, that is actually one thing that Windows 8 and 10 did sort of improve on was automated stuff, but in Windows 7 and before, those were things we just kind of avoided as technicians. So, but startup repair was okay. It was really good at fixing bad boot sectors. So, like, if you like wiped your boot sector or like Linux or something, it would actually kind of go in there and fix it if you can get to it. I think depending on the problem, really. Like, I mean, that's kind of again a thing, but it wasn't so good at like kind of like this, where you might install a bad driver. It might fix it, but probably not. And alongside that, you probably just didn't have most things. Just kind of stuck with startup repair, or most things, but it was okay. It was okay. I can't really give startup repair too much shit. It was one of those early Microsoft tools that did sort of do a decent job, or at least it would sometimes get you into an operating system enough where you can fix it further yourself. But yeah, kind of cool, I guess. Startup repair, not too bad. But right now we're looking at it alone on stream. It's kind of like watching paint dry. I can't do shit with this. Capture cursor. Yeah. Fucking have my cursor back. Oh, that's probably because I'm using this thing, though. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to let this go. But at the same time, I have no idea how long it's going to take. It could sit there for the next, like, 3 hours. Which, again, was kind of the problem with Startup Repair. Sometimes it would fix the fucking thing instantly. Whereas other times, it was like, oh, you want to have your computer working? Well, give me 5 actual hours of time, no joke, to fucking look into this and fix it for you, and I might have it fixed by the time I'm done. You know, maybe. It's kind of taking your car to the shop and like, I need to get like my transmission replaced. Well, we're not really sure how to do that. We'll try our best. It's gonna cost you like literally $7,000. This is kind of what Startup Repair would do with this kind of shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna wait on this anymore. I'm just gonna... Cannot be canceled. Yes, it can. Watch me, fucking bitch, alright? Reset this PC, man. At this point, who the fuck cares? Alright. Launch Windows normally, boys. Here we go. Please. Please, Windows, I beg you. Don't fucking crash, please. Alright, we're gonna have to reinstall this fucking thing. Reinstall it. I'm not kidding. We're installing Windows fucking twice on stream. That's fucking amazing. Oh my god. Oh jeez, that is funny. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Damn. Holy shit. Well. Yeah, I'm sorry that we ran... I should have never have tried to do that, but I didn't really know it was going to be, like, that detrimental to or just hosting it. I thought I would just, like, okay, drivers are installed, but I can't really use them kind of thing. I've never seen it, like, blow the entire fucking thing up. So, you know. Sure thing, my friend. I guess we're going to install Windows again. Here we go. The stream is terrible, but that's fine. Custom install. Yeah, I guess just right over the existing OS. Installation. Move to a folder named Windows.old. All right. Well, go ahead and install me new OS, I guess, my friend. All right. How 1 hour 10 minutes gravy. All right. Man, well, I don't want to play that. Voice message. No, we're not doing that. Not on stream. I could literally press play right now. But the problem is that my Facebook's actually muted at the moment on my PC, so you wouldn't hear shit. I wouldn't hear shit. We're all deaf, really, so I don't know. Should we sneak a little signal simulator into this while we wait for Windows to fucking install? Nah, I'm not doing that. Well, what I can do is, you know what I could have, instead of reinstall Windows anyway, it'd been kind of like funny to just install regular Windows 7. You know what? Fuck that. We're gonna make this worth our goddamn time. Reset this thing again. Reset. Just shut it off. Actually, just shut it off. Completely just kill this thing. Right in the middle of an installation. Who fucking cares though? Let's try. What happened? Okay, good. Fix my thing here. I need to find. Oh shit. Windows 7 beta. I'm gonna install regular. Oh, you can see my virtual machine now. That's great. Or my virtual console. I love it. Just take that off there real quick. So, let me see here. We're gonna install regular Windows 7. All right. Now, this is in fact a Windows 7 rest in peace stream. So it is justified. It is justified. We'll see. The other thing is too the OS I do have here, the version of Windows 7, or I guess the Windows 7 the released edition, the official release that I do have, we all know of. This is the very first release Microsoft ever did. It is not at all like with Service Pack 1 or no official patches. It's just is literally the official release of Windows 7 without anything else. So this is what happened after they released my Windows 7. This is what they did. So an updated version, I guess. Of course, released the release we know of today, obviously. But all right, so we're gonna boot this up now. Here we go. Where's the fuck off with that damn thing? All right. There we go. Yes. Boot fucking disk, man. Press all the keys in your keyboard to do this, all right? Okay. It figures to reinstall Windows anyway, might as well do this, kind of a jump ship in a way, but that was Windows 7 beta. Again, there's really not too much to look into Windows 7 beta. You can do a lot more with an official Windows 7 build, obviously. So, but it's kind of it's a neat little thing to include on the stream. It's just this is start repair, dumbass. When I fucking wanted the disc. Oh god. There we go. Jesus. Damn, this stream is so good. Slamming keys, boys. All right. Yeah, it literally booted the starter repair for the already installed Windows 7 beta. And I was like, no, I wanted the disk instead, not the fucking... All right, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere, boys. Blue screen. I'm kidding. Fucking go on. Here's the real fun thing about this one, right? So, Microsoft is going to watch this stream, and they're going to send the feds on me right after this, right? You ready? Because they're going to hate me so much after I do this, right? This is not just any edition of Windows 7. This right here is the official release for Windows 7, but it is the pre-genuine version. It is the pre-activated disk that I'm not supposed to have access to. Hi, YouTube. Believe it or not, I've already done this on stream before. I've already actually used this plenty of times, and they don't seem to give a shit. No one does. And now again, Windows 7 goes end of life soon, so it's just like, what the fuck cares, dude? They're not going to. So yeah, this is it. In fact, you can see right here, what version of fucking Windows 7 do I want? Do I want Windows 7 Starter, Home Basic, Home Premium, Professional, or Ultimate? These, of course, all the 32-bit versions. Or I can have 64-bit Home Basic, Premium, Professional, Ultimate. Or go ahead and fucking get Windows 7 Ultimate, since that was a beta edition anyway. And then we're just going to get 64-bit now. And then we're going to install Winblows. Alright, we're gonna delete the entire everything here, just to kind of give it a fresh start. Let's see here. New file table. We're going to format this. And here we go, boys. Now, if you want to, just to clarify for anything dumb legal, all right. Listen, I'm not the one who actually took this from the Dell factory. I fucking don't know. So I became friends with a dude online like back in 2015. I fucking forget where, but it was over Facebook actually. We're fucking Facebook, some kind of like group thing. Anyways, and this dude, he was a computer guy like me. He worked in some, I forget like where. He worked in some like I don't forget where. Doesn't really. I guess he had worked before anyway in some kind of some kind of tech like a manufacturing, like literally like HP or Dell plant or something, where they literally had access to a Windows 7 activated disk, right? This thing we're looking at right now. Anyways, he literally took it, like, probably, you could almost say stole it. I don't know if it's a really good way to say it, but, from there. And when we became friends, he's like, do you want a fucking good Windows 7, man? Do you want a fucking good version? And I'm like, fuck yeah, So, I ain't saying no to that, my friend. So, yeah, that's what I have now. But I actually do have legitimate copies of this OS, but we're using this one just to make this faster and like they don't have any weird issues, and so So anyways, the reason why me and that person are no longer friends is because he turned out to be a Trump supporter, And I'm like, oh well, thanks for free Windows 7. Goodbye, you know. But uh, sometimes the things you get out of people are better than who they are. That's a terrible quote. Do not recruit me on that. That's terrible. But no. If you recruit me on this, recruit me on be a good person. I guess I don't know, but wow, this stream is going really, really downhill. It's just the nature of my streams, though. So you know. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna wait on this fucking thing to install, and I think it takes a little bit longer, just a tad longer, to get Windows 7 installed, or the complete edition installed, because of all this shit. We're also installing Ultimate, so it's got to install all kinds of shit. But regardless, honestly, one thing to touch up on is, I will say virtual machines are really nice for this, because in reality, if you like put an actual disc, an actual like DVD with Windows 7, the ISO on it, in a computer, and you installed it to real hardware, this would actually take a long, long time. But virtual machines, because everything's a file, and everything's on a hard drive already, in a booted OS, it's like it goes a lot faster. It's kind of nice, actually. So I like virtual machines for that, but I think we all do. So, anyways, my freaking god, this stream is terrible. I'm sitting here like doing nothing and looking at paint dry with all you guys, and there's apparently a few different people watching right now. I'm surprised you guys are enjoying yourselves. You're probably just like asleep at this moment, because you're just like, yeah, that's how interesting this stream is. Wow. All right, well, let me reload my thing real quick, actually, while we're doing this. Hopefully this stream doesn't blow up while I'm doing this. 1 second. I'm gonna reload this. Make sure this thing's actually working here, I guess, while we're fucking around. Oops, sorry, the microphone. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's working. It's working all right. Awesome. All right, cool. So, if anyone's in chat right now, you guys doing all good tonight? I'm gonna get crickets for asking anything, but I don't know. It talks with Windows 7. Fucking hell. I'm doing pretty good. Kind of a shit off topic here, but we're waiting on this thing to get done anyway. So, I'm doing pretty good. I had lunch with my sister today. We went out, and last night was kind of weird. So I came home and was talking to her like 4 a.m. about dumb shit, and so me and her went out to lunch today. We got real fat, so that was kind of fun. Kind of nice, My sister's kind of cool. She's 16. But she's gonna watch the stream and be like, "Fucking, what did you talk about me?" Kidding, but she doesn't watch my streams, dude. She doesn't care. I can say anything I want to about her, and she's just gonna fucking like not give a shit or something. Or I don't know, but anyways, it's kind of funny because she's really cool. She's like a person who is kind of ahead of her like time in a way, like ahead of her age, I would say. Like, and the reason why I see it is because she's been around me. I'm a pretty bad influence on her, right? But she's not like kids her age are like really like memey. Like they're all into Snapchat and all this shit. And the girls her age are like really kind of just, should I say, like just bitchy in a way, Not all of them, of course. Like that's kind of the mainstream kind of person. Very like almost in a way thuggish in a sense, like how people are these days. Like the kids, they like kids nowadays, like who are like in high school, are very like not all of them, but like a lot. The mainstream thing is to be thuggish, and it's kind of scary actually. But how things are going with that, but I don't know. Anyways, so she's not all like that. She actually is in. Of course, she's my sister. She's always kind of like followed me in my weird steps. I don't know why, but she looks at she watches Tron. She likes Galaga and all that shit that I'm into. And so yeah, I actually like walked in on her today. Like she's getting ready to go for lunch, and she's fucking playing My Chemical Romance, and I'm like, damn, Liv, you're even into my music from the back of the day. She's like, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like, all right. So but. That's my sister. She's pretty cool. I don't know fucking why I was yeah, but yeah, actually it's kind of funny because even of course she doesn't really totally remember this, but she kind of remembers me using it though when she was a kid. But I kind of showed her like after she showed me like My Chemical Romance to kind of jump back a little bit on course. I was like, well, Livy, listen, you're playing this on YouTube Music, all right? Let me show you where I have My Chemical Romance stored. I like opened up Media Player, Windows Media Player on my computer, like all my old fucking songs. In fact, you know what? Let me fucking do that right now. I'm like literally right in front of this. Let me just, let's do it. Let's go. Let's a real blast from the past here, boys. Let me get Windows Media Player open, and you'll see my collection I've got here. And the thing is, it's a total stinky collection. So you're gonna be like, damn, Ben, like you have like a little bit of dumb shit, everything collected in this. Yes, I do, because I literally added this with my own shit hands here. Let me do window capture, media player. All right, and then just make this work, boys. All right. Here we go. You ready for Windows Media Player? We're going to play some songs. I'm not going to play anything, of course, everything's copyright, but but you know, I'm just going to show like, you know, what this fucking is, obviously. We all know what Windows Media Player is, but like, you know, I basically was like open this for today and was like showing her, all right, Liv, this is what Ben's fucking childhood was like. I've got like my Windows Media Player opened, and back in the day we had to put actual CDs in our computer and rip them to the computer. Foreign language unknown by kids today. Oh God, no. But the thing is, she knows all this shit because like she grew up with me, so she kind of knows. You know, she's not stupid to this. But yeah, I've got some. Look at my library. I've got Three Doors Down, and like you might notice how like I'm missing track 1. That's because you know I just don't have it anymore. But this library I actually created within my Windows XP media player when I was like fucking 7 years old or something, and it's the same fucking thing. I've just been moving this library from PC to PC. You know, it still works great. So you know, I'll just keep using it. I guess I don't use this too much anymore though. Like when I want to listen to my old music, I'll do this. But like I kind of listen to more EDM shit now. So this is less and less used, obviously. But so yeah, Three Doors Down got some autumn effect in here. You got let's put Windows 7 like in the corner here on OBS, so it's just so we know like what the status of it is here. Can I make this? Can I make this? Can I make? Oh no, I want to like. There we go. There we go. All right, now I want to. You can't really see that, but it's coming. So, anyways, so yeah, I got fucking 30 Seconds to Mars, which I do have a beautiful live, but it's like later down the library. It's kind of weird because instead of like they actually spell out 30 seconds instead of like just putting the number 30 in there. So got Adele. You've got you get fucking I forget. Oh fucking I don't even know who this band is, but remember one of my friends from way back. This is like heavy metal, and like Ben, you got to have some of this, and like I'm like okay, so I just copied it, you know, from his flash drive to my PC. So Ashley Simpson, yeah, that's another fucking disgusting album that I was given. Like it used to be given, like people would use like that was what we did. We like bring CDs over to each other's houses. My cousin actually gave this to me. She loved this person back in the day, and this is literally a million years ago now. She doesn't even probably remember this anymore, but I still have it. You know, got Avril Lavigne. There we go, boys. Breaking Benjamin. Now we're talking. This is definitely my music. Breaking Benjamin. My name is also Benjamin, so you know. Bruce Springsteen, man, there we go. We got some Bruno Mars in here. Like, I got like random shit in here. It's kind of funny, but you know, every time we touch the best fucking album ever made. I forget where I even got this, by the way. I don't remember. Anyways, so Chevelle, I got some Chevelle in here. Coldplay, Daughtry, Disturbed, Eurythmics, Evanescence. We've got The Open Door and The Closed Door, both great Evanescence albums. Got Fuel, I fucking love. I only have 2 tracks from this one album, but I love both of these. Green Day, Hinder, fucking Hinder's pretty good. I've never known like if I'm pronouncing their name right. I got Hoobastank, Crawling in the Dark. We got Journey, a few different Journey songs here. The classics, Don't Stop Believing, Separate Ways, and Send Her My Love. The Killers, Hot Fuss, Linkin Park, boys. Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. That's right. The fuck is this album art? I didn't know Hybrid Theory had this weird like baby album art. I didn't know that, but yeah. And then we have the fucking classic of like this. So Proximity did a 2010 to 2019 like mix where he played all kinds of like different songs from the decade. He did not include Party Rock Anthem. I'm sorry, even if this is like early on into the decade, it is probably the if one of the, if not the top song between 2010 and 2019. The Party Rock Anthem. I mean, it's dead now, of course, but it was just like it was fucking dude. It even define most music we hear now. It's like he didn't even include that once though. It fucking upset me. It got like one shitty song, Marilyn Manson, his cover of Sweet. Why did my stream die? Well, great. Well, we should probably take Windows Media Player off the thing because my stream is dead now. All right, kidding. All right, it's back up, I think. All right, well, it doesn't matter. Windows 7 is now here, so we can stop looking at my library and actually do something more productive here. That's kind of what you do. Like when you're installing Windows, you gotta look. You do other shit because like it takes forever. So you just like, oh well, I guess I'll just do something else in the process, So here we go, boys. I'll go ahead and just remove this. Yes. All right, here we go. Windows 7 Ultimate. Here we go, boys. So, all right. Hey, Love Sands, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're kind of a long ways into it, and we're no longer looking at Windows 7 Beta. We actually broke that, so now we're actually setting up regular Windows 7. It's gonna take a look at that instead. Let's see, but hopefully you'll like it if you're gonna be here. You're probably not going to stay, but fine. It's fine. Benjamin. Why do people have really fucked up names on YouTube? Like, Love Sands. I'm not trying to make fun of your name, but I am making fun of it, actually, because, like, it's just, why? Why did you choose that name? See, TechMag Square is a great name, right? Don't take anything I say seriously, dude. Like, you're like, why the fuck is this guy making fun of my name? Just like, take everything I say with a grain of salt, and just know that I'm the real idiot here. Let's see here. We'll win 7 PC. There we go. Oh fuck, what did I do here? No, I don't need a password. Don't want updates. Don't need that shit. Pacific time, Central time, USA, boys. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna put public, just to fucking get this over with. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm making more of a joke than anything, but it's like, I just find it amusing. I guess I'm just uncreative as hell. I never know how people come up with the names they do. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, my name is like out of my ass. The story behind my name, by the way, actually, a subscriber of mine gave me my name. I don't remember who this person was, but they actually. So I actually had like this super Bendroid. It was like, or not that, but it was something along those lines. This is what the fuck my YouTube thing used to be. And I knew it was terrible, so I'm like, okay, I need to find a better name. And I already had like this shitty computer company called TechMax, and I still sort of do have a brand like that in a way, but and so I'm like, guys, what if I like did something with that, right? And they're like, yeah, just someone said Mac Techsware or some shit. Like, no, it was Wear TechMax. It was like it was like this weird rendition of what I have now. But I'm like, well, TechMax Wear sounds better. So, and thus TechMax Wear was born. So that's how my name actually came to be. But you know, I don't know. It's interesting, I guess, you know, with this kind of shit. But all right, boys, here we are finally after all this time. Now, I'm honestly, VirtualBox Guest Edition should work now with this. I'm gonna try again. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Can I like save state this PC? No, 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 no. I want to save state it just in case it breaks. I want to like because for anyone who's joining, I with Windows 7 Beta, I tried installing VirtualBox Guest Editions after a while to see if we could like get it work like get the area effects working. That was a bad idea because it literally just boot looped and blue screened. It couldn't even get into safe mode. So I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna see if I can't get VirtualBox. I'm gonna see if I can't back this VM up. I'm not just gonna copy the files. I don't want to break this again. Have to reinstall a fucking again. I just don't want to do it. Oh fuck! Wow, really doing good here, guys. I opened my your fucking hole. All right, don't open again. Optical drive. Holy shit! All right, no, no, I need. Where's this thing stored? Date store. Give me one. I'm so sorry, guys. Do I even know anything in this? What the fuck? Oh, I do. Holy shit! I still have like a whole bunch of like stuff from my previous. Okay, Jesus Christ. Whatever. All right. Oh fuck! That's the wrong folder. I need to go through here and like delete old shit here, but that's fine. Let's see. Windows 7 Beta. Let's just copy these damn things away from this, just because I need to figure out. I don't want to break this again and just, yeah, God. All right, well, 7 gigabytes of data. Okay, fuck it. It has a minute left apparently of copy time, so just give me one little second. All right, and we're gonna be a little bit better off here after I'm done. I'm gonna be able to trust that this is gonna work properly after I have done this. So, okay, Windows. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I don't know. 2020, man. I have this really weird thing about 2020. By the way, so 2010 to 2019 was like kind of like my generation, and it's kind of stupid. But I'm sorry. I'm 2010 2019, and or at least like my teenage years kind of happened throughout that, right? So. It's like this really fucking weird time for me though because it's just like my life has been like this really kind of like weird. I've always kind of had like a decent sort of kind of plan or like I sort of kind of knew what was going on, and now like for some weird reason I just feel like 2020, the future is fucking now, and I have no idea what's going on. It's just great. I love when I have just obliterated time, you know. Okay, here we go. We finished copying this VM, so I'm going to go ahead and start it up now. Alright, here we go, boys. 2020, the future is now. Like, it's kind of really funny, too, because, I mean, it's just like, we seem so, I'm going to get, like, kind of political here for a second, I'm sorry. We seem so behind as a species with, like, many things. And people don't know that, like, 2020, like the future literally is now. Like movies and science fiction, all kinds of shit, they've all been like 2020, you know. Even Arthur C. Clarke, 2001, like 2001 was like a fucking, it's like old now, right? The future is fucking now, man. And like, we don't even have flying cars yet. We're still sitting here with the hoverboards aren't even here yet, man. What the fuck happened? Like, we have Windows 7, we have Windows 10. That is, and we have like smartphones, which actually is pretty cool. And then, like, we're just now getting electric cars. What the fuck? What's wrong with our fucking species? I don't know. I'm a big old boomer. Don't listen to me about this kind of shit. It's gonna depress you the hell. But all right, let's see right now if we can't get this virtual guest editions installed. If we can, great. If we can't, good. We have a backup too. So whatever. I really hope this is going to work, though. It should work. We're using regular Windows 7 now, so... I'm trying to get area effects to work as my big thing with this, and I now know that at least the latest version of whatchamacallit, get VirtualBox Guest Editions does not work at all with Windows 7 Beta. Which is kind of funny because it did with like it does with like even older operating systems in general. But again, beta is not really an official build that was ever had any true API support. So yeah. So I don't know. What does 2020 feel like to you, Sans? What do you think it looks like? How do you think it's going to be? Or at least like this new decade or time we're in, I guess. I don't know. This new age of of year. All right. Let's see here. Can I fucking do this now? All right. Let's go and install this, please. I do not want to use the basic. No. Yes, I have this ready to go here. All right, please. Always trust this software. Don't ever worry about it. It'll never hurt us. It should never hurt us. All right. Man, freaking fucking too cool for me. What? Too cool for school, or I don't know, man. I kind of agree, though. I don't know what the fuck to think about the future. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, interesting. All right. Let's see. Msconfig. Restart. Yeah, the future is interesting. Interesting thing to think about, I suppose. But 2020, the future is now. You know what this kind of reminds me of, like the future is now shit. I'm not. Do you guys ever seen? There was a movie that came out in 2001 or two, and it literally is just called the Time Machine. It's like it's the. There were two different versions of this movie. This is the newest one, though, I believe. It's based on the H.G. Wells novel, The Time Machine. And it's like, he goes up in time, and like he hits the future, like it's like actually like 2032 or something. It's actually later now. And he's like, and it's just this ad playing over and over again, like the future is now. It's like lunar landing bullshit. Eventually we all nuke the moon, apparently. Alright, so it looks like we actually do have a working fucking version of this. Thank fucking God. Alright, so I'm going to go and expand this out for us here so I can actually use this properly. And hopefully you guys will not see a crusty Windows 7. Oh, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Maybe you're going to see big old crust. Holy shit, dude. Can I just... Oh, it's... Oh, God. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing here. If I can get this to fit right on the screen. You feel me? Well, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about anything right now because I'm trying to get this thing to work and it's working. Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Okay, how about this? There we go. There we go. All right, we have fixed the graph glitches. All right, sweet. Now we also should be able to do this. Let me go personalize. We're gonna go. This is a big old technical stream. It's all it is anymore. But, yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can't use... Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yes, we have Aereo themes now. Yes. Thank God this still works. It looks like shit within VirtualBox, but it works okay. It works okay. It will have to do, so. So anyways, for everyone who's just joining, like you, Sans, I suppose, we did sort of take a look at some of the very basic graphical things between, or at least with Windows 7 Beta, and how there were differences with that. As you can clearly see, now, again, we have the upper hand here with this. We can actually use, and this is not working, the mouse over feature is not at all working, but that's fine. Let me see if I can just log out of this and log back in to kind of make it work better. Oh God! But because like I was trying to say, we have the upper hand here because we do have Windows Aereo desktop working, but we also don't have I guess I don't know. I don't know what I don't do and don't have anymore. My mind is dead at this point. But um, so yeah, the first thing is kind of first. I mean, honestly, it pretty much looks. Um, it pretty much looks exactly like Windows 7 Beta. I wish I was here. What is that? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, I wish I was here. I don't understand. Like, you wish you were here with me? I don't know who the fuck you are, dude. Why the fuck? No, I don't like. Oh, okay. Thanks for the comment, I suppose. But local disk C, uh, yeah. We'll see if sticky notes. Yeah, sticky. So finally, we tried looking at sticky notes on Windows 7 Beta. It didn't work worth a shit, but now it works just fine because the official version here. This is a note. You can add notes too. You can and don't these cover up your other windows too? Like if you open up, fuck the overlay, dude. If you open up oh, they don't. They don't. I think can you make him always on? Oh, you can make him different colors too. Green, pink. You're welcome, buddy. Well, I guess I was asking what the fuck your comment meant. I wish I was here. People with I don't know. I guess I'm just not smart enough to figure that out. This doesn't work too well. There it goes. Okay, so we have a pink and a blue note. So it does work better. For some reason, I remember these notes always on top of the windows. I don't know why I thought that, but I don't know. Interesting. The one thing that I do appreciate Windows 7 for keeping that Windows Vista introduced was the gadgets. That's screen resolution. Gadgets were awesome. I fucking miss the gadgets, dude. I know people hate Windows gadgets, but I'm sorry. You can get custom ones. People used to make these things, and it was just great, dude. I don't know. I miss these. Does the weather one still work? I wonder. CPU meter. Gathering data. I like how these are not really working though. I have some weird graphical glitches. Greenland, that's where I am. It's kind of funny. Yeah, these are not working for. There's some weird graphic glitches with VirtualBox here, but I'm actually using gadgets on my actual machine with Windows 10 because I have a gadget pack installer. Not so much I love these things. I don't want to get rid of them. I'm like, no, I want them even if they're not included in the new Windows. So, yeah. So yeah, I think let's try Windows Media Center, see if that works. I don't know if it's gonna run at all. We have all our shit together. Yeah. Oh, holy fucking hell! It works. It's extremely slow, which is to be expected, and kind of shitty. But does it work? It works. I'm just gonna use Express settings. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. Movies. Music library. Music, movies, TV. Tasks. Well. Yeah, Windows Media Center. Pretty much like a big old Windows, whatchamacallit, like Windows, fuck, I don't remember. That's not supposed to happen with that. Windows Media Player, but with better shit. Which I kind of like Windows Media Center back in the day, but kind of a thing of the past now. So I don't know. Do they have? If it was, I would suppose this thing has PowerShell now. It has to have PowerShell. There's no fucking way it would not. Oh yeah, here we go. Windows PowerShell. So I was gonna say that has PowerShell. I mean, it's Windows 7. It really is. So there you go. Real Windows 7, which is kind of what we all know really more today. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what really more to do with this. My brain is kind of dying actually at this point because I just I've been doing this now for so long. I'm just like fuck. But there was Purple Place on Windows. Actually, that wasn't like a Windows Vista thing, and then it came out on Windows 7 as well, from what I remember. But yeah. Damn, this thing is fucking kind of crappy. Ah, man. Oh, we'll take a look at the. I can't play anything, of course, but I can show you. So they do have some stuff in the sample music here. Of course, these are all like real songs that I can't really play, but music, sample pictures. I'm sorry, yeah, pictures, sample pictures, and like I showed before, there is a difference between these sample pictures. Um, the infamous koala, you know, he's always been there, and videos. We have like one video. Oh yeah, wildlife. This thing was a WMV file back in the day. Yeah, it was. I like how this is H. This is like, this is the first time Windows had ever introduced HD, like an HD video, and this was like, damn. We're gonna play this for you real quick. I don't think I'm gonna have any copyright problems with this, so. I like how this was like. It doesn't even look HD on this, but at all. But oh, is it crusting out? There you go, boys. It's like this little small video here. This is what gets my entire channel banned right here. It's this video. That'd be funny. Be really funny. But there we go. That's wildlife. And I remember being like HD though back in the day. I don't know why it's not there, but maybe I just remember bullshit. I guess because I mean the computer I was using back in the day was not very HD. So you know, I guess whenever you're you expect things impress you more and you have less, I suppose. Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean this is pretty much Windows 7. Of course, we already know what this all looks like. It's just the same Windows 7 we've been seeing all this time, but. Yeah, just wanted to kind of show it though. I guess we can kind of play the themes maybe a little bit more before we close this out. But fucking personalized, man, Jesus. Of course, these are all like the themes that came with landscape. Landscape was a pretty typical theme I saw a lot of people use. And of course, I mean, you know, the basic Windows. So I don't know. But yeah, kind of cool. I mean, again, I'm sure all of us can kind of still see this. Many people still even have Windows 7 on their computer now, even though it's about to go end of life. So yeah, I probably will end the stream here because we're kind of going on the 2 hour mark. And I mean, again, like I said, everyone's kind of seen this. I wanted to do a more in-depth look at the Windows 7 beta, which I sort of did, but it wasn't great. I kind of messed it up, I think, a little bit, but. We got a little bit of a look out of it and kind of compared like to what it was after it released versus like what it was in beta. So yeah, maybe this is kind of a fun stream, a whole Windows 7 just by itself stream. You know, to kind of celebrate Windows 7 for being like an awesome OS, and you know, and the fact that it's going to go end of life and we're not really going to be able to use it anymore. It's going to be sad. I guess we'll still be able to use it, just like not for, you know, I don't know. Not for mainstream kind of shit anymore. So, but yeah, I mean, it is old though. I mean, you can't really even if you want to use it now and they can't continue to support it. I will say it is pretty clunky in like in the real world now, even now. So, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and shut this bad boy down. Call that a fucking day, man. There we go. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, end the stream here. What a day! What a day! What a fucking stream. So, yeah, I hope to actually do some more stuff like this soon. I kind of wanted to do kind of maybe a little bit of a montage with this. We looked at Windows 7 beta. I do have both copies of Windows Vista beta. And I have no idea if that's going to work. I think we're kind of asking for a bad stream, like in just literally before I hit the stream button. God, let's see. I'm gonna take a look at my ISOs here and see what I got. Windows Vista. So obviously you have, you know, traditional Windows Vista. Yeah, I mean, I thought I had these things stored somewhere here. I could have sworn I did. I could have sworn I did. I don't know. I thought, I'm pretty sure I have them somewhere in my list of shit files here. But yeah, Windows Vista beta is something I was kind of looking into doing. Maybe more so, maybe that might be more interesting would be if we can get that one working. Because I've never really, I don't think I remember. I used Windows Vista when it first came out, and I didn't like it at all. Of course, it's so buggy, but I don't think I ever saw the betas because, again, that was kind of like an unseen thing, and no one could get working really. Even Windows Vista Beta 2 was really, really buggy, and it was hard to get working at all. But well, we can also take a look at. I do have Windows 8, the Windows 8 preview, which I believe was the released it. So developer preview and release preview, and we'll take a look at both of those at some point, probably as well. And of course, my favorite actually, which was Windows 10 preview. I have a whole bunch. I have like 4 different ISOs in here. What the fuck? Insider preview 9269987. Yeah, I gotta find like the very first. There was a certain build of this Windows 10 preview that was. I have 4 different ISOs in here. That was really, really good. I really love. But I'll see what I can muster out of that. And so I thought, yeah, Windows Vista. I swear, I'm trying to look for like these Windows Vista ISOs, the beta ones. I could have sworn I had them, but I might not have them at all. I mean, what's the point? No, I think my stream is also breaking. So 1 second. Yeah, my stream's kind of going in and out too. So that'll be it for now, guys. Thank you all for watching. We've had a few people come out and watch. Of course, whoever watches, I'll kind of make sure. I'm gonna rewatch this a little bit here, and if it's too broken of a stream on the recording end of YouTube, I'll go ahead and upload the file I have alongside this. So hopefully we can get that working. So, anyways, thanks to anyone who came out and watched, and I think I'll call it here. Have a good one, guys.